Just like your vehicle, aircraft maintenance varies depending on the type of aircraft, how much you fly, and how it's used. A vintage 35-year-old Cessna is going to have completely different requirements than a late model Beechcraft Premier. However, no matter what type of aircraft you have, maintenance is an ongoing, comprehensive process. To ensure safety and an enjoyable flight, the entire aircraft should be examined, maintained and repaired as necessary on a regular basis. The FAA has stringent safety standards in place, and all aircraft must abide by these regulations. Your aircraft must also be maintained after a specified number of flight time hours and of calendar months. Certain aircraft equipment even have a flight cycle limit and must be replaced as soon as the maximum usage is reached. Keeping a close eye on the maintenance requirements is the responsibility of the pilot in command of the aircraft, even if it is just a rental aircraft. Knowing the shelf life of your plane's systems and hardware is an integral part of safe flight, because just one proverbial or literal loose screw can cause a devastating development. What your AMT does. Having a skilled aircraft maintenance technician AMT, also known as an A&P for airframe and power plant, in your corner is critical. Very few pilots have the knowledge, time and ongoing education to perform their own maintenance checks. You can depend on an AMT to keep your aircraft safe by inspecting components for corrosion and applying preventative materials where needed. The AMT will also lubricate parts, drain and maintain fuel systems, service hydraulic and pneumatic systems, replace components as necessary or required, and perform an inspection of the aircraft for wear and. Depending on your aircraft, you may also need an avionics technician who specializes in communications and navigation systems. These professionals are experts in aircraft electronic systems, which is becoming more in demand as private pilots invest in newer, high-tech aircraft. Avionics is a critical component, and these techs ensure that instruments, computer systems, radar radio communications, and global positioning systems GPS are in top working order and in compliance with FAA standards. Technical skills and wiring expertise is a pillar of this type of maintenance. When check-ins are necessary, your aircraft should be fully inspected immediately before and after each flight by the pilot in command. However, if you only fly occasionally, it's also important that your aircraft is well cared for even while in storage. It's best, at the very least, to take all aircraft on short flights so again, just how much maintenance is required depends wholly on the aircraft in question. For the best results, safest flights, and to extend the life of your aircraft, choose an AMT who specializes in new type of aircraft. From pre-purchase evaluations to complete annual inspections and quick, efficient emergency repairs, you, your passengers, and your aircraft deserve only the best. Ideally, AMTs come with a diverse skill set and are probably pilots themselves after all. It takes one to know one and to understand your concerns in the cockpit. Make sure safety is your first concern when flying.